And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Brooks. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. Probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Here's Okogie coming off a terrific game against Minnesota. A nice shot by Booker.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Moran against Paul. Pass to MP. Out to the wing. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Booker for three. Booker missing again. The Grizzlies have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Left side, Moran.
Right here.
Back to MP. Uses the glass on the layup.
We've watched Moran get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Paul against MP. Paul. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Brooks. MP outside. Jackson outside. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was in Memphis.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Yeah, and quick. Like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Now here's MP. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Booker with the defensive effort.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 6.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Here's Jackson. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Suns leading. Durant, the pass to Paul. And here's Booker. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers. So 40
Substitution on the court.
Down low. Here's Adams. That shot is off. Ayton with the defensive effort. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Pacers gave them a bit of a boost. He picked up 16 points and knocked down his share of three-pointers. That was a factor, too. He stepped up his game tonight, and you could tell his teammates loved seeing him go to work. Guys?
Hey, he made play after play. Really solid effort all night.
And he did it in a variety of ways, which makes him harder for opponents to deal with.
Well, he can do a lot of different things, so he falls into these different roles. Which will it be tonight?
And the Grizzlies call time here. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, I mean, to get a shot like that on a drive, oh, it's those type of plays that will chip away at the lead.
Here's Okogie. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that.
Oh, man. He had the runway, and he let it rip.
Nice. One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
And the replay of that slashing drive to the hoop, courtesy of Mobile One.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Back to Paul. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Chris Paul always in control. Even when he gets hit, he keeps his balance on the tough shot, and he gets to the and one.
Aldama's checked in for Adams. Memphis trailing here.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
The Suns have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Ayton. Now Booker. Knocked away. Oh, stolen by Morant. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Morant with the flair!
And that sequence was all Morant. Excellent work turning his defense into offense.
.119 left in the second quarter. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Nice shot by Durant.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they've pulled out in front.
Durant's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Outside Morant. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns.
One shot.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Pass to Ross. And here's Payne outside. Connects from downtown. Payne's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
MP with it. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Tillman misses. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Payne, the pass to Warren. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Here's Tillman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Darius Bazin, first personal foul. Second
And he drops the first.
At the line for Memphis.
And both free throws good for MP. And here's Payne. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead, leading by 5. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
All right, then. The first lady of the
And proud to have you with us on Martin Luther King Day for a special presentation of the NBA. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Ja Morant is out there with MP. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Okogie. Here's Booker. Back to Okogie. 6 to shoot. Up and over Brooks. Okogie's shot is off.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Good on the bucket. MP's got 6.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Stolen by MP. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
Timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
That was your Grizzlies Bucks Youth Dance Team. Check it out.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other